this is the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeanette Horton, 25-00337. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Starts, the fourth Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Ms. Horton. I am present in person. Ms. Horton is appearing by Polycom from the Ingham County Jail.
Today was the date that was set for a probable cause conference. This matter is scheduled to go to exam next week, the 21st at 8:30 in the morning. Are we continuing to exam?
It's my understanding that you are continuing to.
That's correct, Your Honor. However, in addition to leaving this on for the exam, I have a couple of matters which I requested to address before Your Honor this time.
Just. Okay, you can proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, my office does represent the complaining witness in this matter, Ms. Sams. I have advised Ms. Horton of this potential conflict of interest. It's my understanding that Ms. Horton is agreeable with waiving the potential conflict. I have been effectively completely screened off of any and all of Ms. Sams' files. I don't have any access to Ms. Sams' files. We have put up a proverbial paper wall. It is Ms. Horton's position on this that she wants to proceed on to the preliminary examination and would not, and she understands that if we did have to get her a new attorney, that might cause some delays or something to that effect, Your Honor.
Okay. That's correct, Ms. Horton?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then on my, Mr. Cornish and Mr. Watson will determine if we also need to get a new attorney for Ms. Sams. Lastly, Your Honor, may I address bond?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Respectfully, Ms. Horton requests that Your Honor reduce down her current cash assurity bond amount down to a personal recognizance bond. Ms. Horton has a series of complicated medical concerns. She just recently missed a very important medical appointment. She needs, if she's able to get out and get those matters rescheduled. Ms. Horton is a primary caretaker for her grandchildren. She's not a flight risk at all. She's deep roots in the Lansing community. Her mother's quite a prominent social worker, part of the kind of social justice community. She's very active in her church locally. Ms. Horton will make sure that she appears for all her court dates and comply with all the court's orders if she's released. The biggest concern, Your Honor, right now is Ms. Horton's medical care and her current medical conditions. She's been in custody now continuously for several weeks, and she respectfully requests that Your Honor consider reducing down her cash assurity bond. Thank you.
How did the prosecution intend to address the bond issue?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I would actually object to a reduction of the bonds. The victim in this matter is a neighbor of the defendants. Looking at the defendant's criminal history, she has a series of multiple assaultive crimes going back for the last 30 years. Most recently in 2024, it looks like there was a conviction in, I think it's May of just last year, for a third-degree arson and home invasion third. The defendant may be on probation with the 30th Circuit Court at this time as well.
She's no longer on probation.
Is she not on? Okay, I wasn't.
Since when?
She just had her probation finished up and terminated. She's served some time for that, Your Honor. So
Since when?
That was what, several weeks ago.
January 30th.
January 3rd.
She just got off probation.
Right.
And the allegation of this is The 4th of
February.
February.
So the people would just be concerned with the safety of the community. If the bond were to reduce.
Thank you. The concern I have is, I'm very familiar with Ms. Horton. She doesn't follow court orders. Ms. Horton had her probation revoked recently, which is how she ended up in jail. She stopped by here after she got out because she had past due fines and costs, and she wanted the court to waive them. So she didn't have to pay them, but ma'am, I didn't ask you to speak. I asked you to let me make a record, and you didn't speak when your attorney was speaking. You're sure not gonna speak over me. You understand that? Put your hand, put your hand down. Put your hand down. Okay, I have a bond recommendation here. It says that at the time of the incident, the defendant was on parole, probation. I had other pending criminal matters. The crime charged involves violence towards another person, and there's a history of threatening or harassing behavior towards victim or other witnesses. It says there's a record for non-appearance at court proceedings or flight to avoid prosecution. It also said there's acute depression, unpredictable and violent mood swings. It says per management, defendant was not on the lease of the apartment that in question. People actually originally requested 75,000 cash surety with GPS tether, a no contact order with a 2,000 foot exclusion zone, scram alcohol tether, and it said the defendant was released from Ingham County on the 30th after serving a sentence because her probation before Judge Kennedy was revoked because she does not follow court orders. The people are concerned with the defendant's behavior and substance abuse based on her history involving multiple violent felonies, specifically home invasion, recent involvement with the court system. The people believe the defendant is a danger to not only herself, but to the public as well. The bond was only set at 25,000 cash surety. She doesn't come to court. She doesn't follow court orders. Her probation was revoked 5 days before this alleged incident. And then she gets out, and then now we have a home invasion, first degree, malicious destruction of personal property, and an assault charge. In addition to that, and a habitual offender 4th offense notice as well. In addition to that, Ms. Horton does not, she told me herself that Kennedy was going to put her in jail when she stopped by here because she was not supposed to drink drinking alcohol. She told me she was going to do it anyways because it's cold outside. Well, it's really cold outside, Mr. Sartz. The client's bond is going to remain as is. It's already too low. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, Ms. Horton. You can let the deputies know you're done. We'll see you next week.
Will I be able to talk to my attorney? Can my attorney come and talk to me?
He should come to see you. That's up to him. Mr. Silverthorne, you're representing Hughes?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's downstairs. Are we running an exam on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, he can be brought up. If you're ready, that is. I know it's early, actually. I don't know if your witnesses are here.
Witness is here, Your Honor, but I have a matter at 9:30 with Judge Buchanan. Do you mind if I step out and handle that really quick? It's just a PCC. We're just getting something set. I'm a vertical on the internet crimes against children.
Don't we have a plea? No, you're assigned here today, so we can do this one first.
Oh, no, before, no problem, Your Honor.
We have a plea. Where's Mr. Austin?
He's.
Oh, the same
We're
matter?
on the same page. Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Mr. Austin, I can go grab him real quick so we can handle the plea. We are doing a plea.
Okay, if Mr. Austin is ready, then we'll do the plea. If he's not ready, then you can go.
Yes,
Shannon.
yep, no problem, Your Honor. I fully intended to handle everything with you before I stepped out.
Sounds good.
Just one police officer and those two, or just clean?
Um,
Okay.
I have officers.
I guess not. Did you want us to get Mr. Hughes now? I don't know if we need to,
I don't care, I'll.
I didn't know if you needed to
Your
speak.
Honor.
Right, we can bring him in.
I have spoken with.
Okay, very good. So we can move.
I'm
We
set,
we don't know how long it's
and I'll
gonna
work
take.
with the court.
Okay, let's see. Okay, on the record. In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Merle King, 24-03096.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
And thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Jared Austin appearing on behalf of Mr. King. He stands present to my right.
Mr. King has a preliminary examination. Well, no, this is a probable cause conference, but there's gonna be a plea. Was there an offer?
That's correct, Your Honor. That people have extended an offer in this matter to plead guilty to the main count one of use. The people would dismiss the balance, and then the defendant would agree to forfeiture of the knife that was recovered in this case. My understanding, the defense intends to accept that offer.
My understanding as well, Your Honor, and I do have an advice of rights form if I may approach the court.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. King, that's complete and accurate. You want to plead guilty to the amended count one of use of a controlled substance
Yes, ma'am.
and forfeit the knife that was recovered in relation to count two.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury? Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. King, is that your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you read the rights that's listed here.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand all of these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to give each of these rights up today in order to plead guilty to the amended charge?
Yes, ma'am.
So that means you're gonna give up your right to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the prosecution prove your guilt by proceeding to trial. You have the right to jury trial. You have the right to remain silent at that trial and not have silence be used against you. You have the right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses that the prosecution calls to testify against you. You can Have witnesses subpoenaed to testify on your behalf, and you can waive your right to silence and testify at your own trial. You understand each of those rights that you would be giving up?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being extended to you in exchange for you entering a guilty plea to the amended charge?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
No.
Do you have any other criminal cases pending?
No, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, it could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your current employer. You may need to put this on a future job application. It also could have impact on where you can travel or get immigration status in the future. So you might want to go on a vacation, and this could have impact on that. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As to the amended charge of use of a controlled substance, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Factual basis?
Yes. Mr. King, taking you back to July 8th of last year, 2024, were you in the area of South Walnut and West Kalamazoo here in Lansing?
Yes.
Is located here in Ingham County?
Yes.
And at that date, time, and location, you came into contact with law enforcement, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you had a backpack on you or with you at that time, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And on that backpack, there was a small amount of controlled substance, more specifically methamphetamine, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any lawful reason to have that substance?
No, sir.
Satisfactory, Your Honor?
Any questions from the prosecution?
What's that?
Court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter is set for sentencing April 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning. When you leave here, you're gonna go down one floor to the probation department and check in so that you can get set up for your pre-sentence interview. And you also must undergo a substance abuse assessment prior to your sentencing, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions for the court at this time?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, no.
I have nothing additional, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And then, Mr. Nagle, when Willis will handle your matter, and then once you're ready, we can bring up the next case.
The other matter's done, Your Honor, so whenever the
Oh.
court's ready, we can continue with Mr. Hughes.
Sounds good. We can bring up Mr. Hughes.
Okay.
Mr. Nagle,
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
do you need the people who are behind you?
These are families of, this family.
Yeah, they have no personal knowledge. I would never call them.
Okay,
So that means they don't.
they're not my witnesses, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, they're not waiting for a court date.
Okay.
Okay. So I was gonna say the last. the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Marcus Hughes, 24-01865, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matt Nagel for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dwayne Silverland from the Office of Public Defender on behalf of Marcus Hughes, who is seated at the council table to my right.
Today was the date that was scheduled for preliminary examination. I understand that we're ready to proceed.
Your Honor. Before we begin, it sounds like we have just one stipulation. The people have a certified record of conviction for Marcus Hughes. So for purposes of count 4, it sounds like we're going to stipulate to the conviction.
Okay, stick to certified conviction or
Yes, Your Honor.
record. Okay.
I know, but if we can stipulate, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Your Honor, that's correct, although I noted that the record he has is actually a certified with raised seal, so I mean, technically, I don't need to stipulate to it, but
Got
I
it.
will
I was
do
wondering,
so.
I thought maybe you didn't have one. Okay.
Well, I mean, I can add it as an exhibit during the exam, or if we want to stipulate to the.
Submit it.
Okay,
It doesn't.
All right.
thank you, Your Honor. Other than that, I don't think there's any other.
No, I would just note that Mr. Hughes has a few relatives in the gallery. However, I've already spoken to them. They have no personal knowledge of this case. They would not be called as witnesses later in any trial.
Sounds good. Any other preliminary matters?
Not for the people.
Not for the defendant, Your Honor.
Please call your witnesses.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people would call Kalima Abdul Khalid. Before you have a seat, just look at the judge and have a sworn in.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Okay, you can have a seat. There's a microphone that's in front of you. The purpose of the microphone is for the lady behind you, who is the court reporter, to be able to hear on the record everything that's being stated, but that microphone will not amplify your voice. So you have to speak loud enough so that I can hear you over this, and then so that the prosecutor as well can hear your responses, okay? Okay. If there's an objection, you would stop speaking, because I need to make a ruling on the objection to determine whether or not under the court rules that of evidence that answer can come in or not, okay? And then state your first and last name, spell them both.
First name is Kalima, last name is Abdul Khalid, Kaleema, Abdul Khalid.
Okay, and also, we can't do head nods or shakes or mhm and ahas, because we need to hear yes or no on the record. So if you forget, we will just ask you if it's a yes or no, okay?
Okay.
Council, you can proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Kalima. So I'm going to start off by asking if you know a gentleman by the name of Justin Brown.
Yes, that's my ex.
He's your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. And was there a time when you two resided in the same location?
Yes.
And can you just, for the court, can you tell the court where what city your address was in? Excuse me, what city your residence was in? Excuse me. Has your address changed since then?
I don't live at that address.
Okay, thank you. So then I'm going to take you back to the date of, I think it was June 18th of 2024.
Yes,
So at that time, in what city did you reside?
I live in this way.
At that time? And Mr. Brown lived with you?
Yes,
Did he have another address?
yes,
And where was that?
that's Lansing.
Do you remember the address?
It's like 1-4, it's his father's address.
If I were to tell you 1424 Williams Street, does that sound like his father's address?
Yes,
And is that in the city of Lansing,
Yes,
the county of Hingham?
yes,
So on June 18th of 2024, do you remember that day?
yes,
And you remember something unusual happening that day?
yes.
Can you tell the court what happened?
Justin asked me to take him to his father's house to get some belongings. And when we pulled up,
Your Honor, I don't usually object so early, but the nature of the question is so open-ended. This witness could go on forever. If Mr. Nagel could break it up a little bit, my questions
So we
are,
don't have
there's
a
no way
hearing.
I'll be able to transcribe it.
Thank you.
So, okay, so on June 18th, did you go to his father's house?
yes,
Did you try to make that trip to his father's house on the 17th?
yes,
And did you make that trip on the 17th?
no.
Why not?
The day before, that day, we had got Justin got a message from someone standing in front of his father's house.
Okay, so did you recognize that someone?
No, I don't know that person.
You didn't know that person?
I don't know him at all.
Did you see that photo?
Yes,
And how did you see that photo?
on Justin,
Did he show you that photo?
yes,
And at some point on the 18th, did you show that photo to law enforcement?
yes.
How did you find, how were you able to show that photo to law enforcement?
Through Justin's phone at the time, he was in the back, getting switched up and getting back.
So did you pull up the photo on his phone for him?
Yes,
And this was a photo that you had seen the day prior?
yes,
I am showing you what, Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
I am showing you what's been marked as people's proposed exhibit 1. Do you recognize that picture?
yes,
And is that the picture that Justin Brown showed you on the 17th?
yes.
And whose hand is in that picture?
That's my end.
And do you remember when this photo was taken?
Yes, the 17th. I honestly would,
I'm sorry, let me rephrase. With your hand and holding the phone, you recognize where you are in the background?
yes, I was at the hospital.
Okay, and do you remember that photo being, the photo of you holding the phone up? Do you remember that photo being taken?
Yes,
And who brought the photo up on that phone to show law enforcement so this picture could be taken?
I did.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of what you saw on June 17th of 2024?
Yes.
Your Honor, people ask that people's proposed exhibit 1 be admitted for the record.
Your Honor, I need to be shown the exhibit first. Purposes of the three of them, I will stipulate to entry.
Those ones again.
Okay, so referring to the photo on the phone in that picture, do you recognize the house in the background?
Yes,
Whose house is that?
that's Justin Brown's father's house.
So is that the house at 1424 William Street?
Yes,
And I think you testified that that was received on June 17th, the day before the 18th, of course.
yes.
And do you have any knowledge of what's going on, like why this picture was sent to Mr. Brown?
Supposedly, Mr. Brown had told Mr. Marcus that he was going to,
Objection, I think we're gonna have the hearsay here. Mr. Brown, supposedly Mr. Brown had told Mr. Marcus.
yes, I said supposedly, I don't know fully.
But that's still.
This is, let me just clear this up. The one he's objecting is not anything that you did wrong. It's an evidentiary issue, so you don't have to respond. That's for me to respond. He's looking at you, but he should be looking at me.
Couching it with supposedly, I don't think it takes it out of the area. She's.
It sounds like
indicating
hearsay.
a state.
Did you want to respond to the hearsay objection?
I'll rephrase you.
Maybe this is the thing.
So was there a message that came with that photo?
Yes,
And who was that message from?
Justin texted Marcus and said that he was going to gang rape his daughter.
Do you mean Marcus sent that to Justin?
No, Justin said that to Marcus.
Okay. Did Marcus send a message with this photo to Justin?
Yes,
And you read that message?
yes.
And what was the message from Marcus to Justin?
Marcus is very upset. I will be as well, talking about my child. They were just having words back and forth. I know Marcus' child mother was sleeping with Justin at the time. So it was a lot of baby mamas sleeping with each other.
So did you get an impression of what the purpose was for this photo being sent to Marcus?
I think Marcus is one of the fight Justin at that time. He's speaking about my child.
Okay.
Our kids don't have nothing to do with nothing about it. So why are you doing it?
And prior to getting this picture, had you intended on going to that address in Lansing?
That day, no. I was supposed to take Justin to get clothes that day, but I didn't because he said he was there. And I'm like, I have children to live with, so I'm not gonna take you to find another ride. I
Okay.
can take you the next day. He said, okay.
Okay, so just to be clear, he wanted you to take him on the 17th, but because he saw that Marcus was at his father's house, you together had decided not to go to his
I
house that day.
decided
You
not to
decided.
go.
Okay. So then on, excuse me, you want to publish for the court?
Yes, please.
Okay, so that was received on the 17th. The 17th, you decided not to go to his father's house. So on the 18th, the decision was made to go to his father's house on the 18th.
Yes.
And do you remember arriving at that address was it the morning of the 18th or the
It
afternoon?
was like, I got off work about 1.
Okay.
1 or 2, so it was like, probably like, maybe like 3. Around that time.
Okay, so around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, did you pick up Mr. Brown?
Mr. Brown was at my home.
So you went to your house and picked him up?
Yeah.
And then was it just the two of you together that went to that address?
Yes.
When you arrived at that house, was anybody else there?
No, but then when from the house, you can see the baby mother, Jaden, pulling up in her car.
So who's Jaden?
Jaden is Mr. Brown's child's mother.
Okay. And did you know Jaden prior to the June 18th?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you saw her pull up. Was she in a vehicle or was she
Yes,
walking?
She was in her white Malibu.
Okay, and you've seen her in that vehicle before?
Yes.
So when you saw the white Malibu pull up, you knew that was Jaden's vehicle?
Yes.
Was she alone?
No.
Who was with her?
Marcus.
How do you know it was Marcus?
The photo.
So the gentleman that was in the photo from the day before arrived with Jaden?
Yes.
Okay. Would you recognize that gentleman if you saw him again?
Yeah.
Do you see him in court today?
Yeah.
Can you point to him and identify an article of clothing that he's wearing?
He's right there.
Can you point to him, please?
Point. I
Yes,
just looked at him. He's right there.
No, for the purpose of the record, you have to do what you're asking.
Thank you, ma'am. Can the record reflect ID? Your Honor?
Any objection?
Stipulate for the purpose of the prelim.
So noted.
Thank you. So, was Jaden and Marcus already there when you got to the house, or did they arrive later?
I believe they was probably already there, scoping the food. I don't know, like, probably he was already there watching.
So let me ask you this: did you see them when you first arrived at the house?
No, when I parked, there was nobody there.
Okay. And then how long after you parked did you
It
see
was like
them?
about 3 minutes. We were sitting in the car, and this Justin was texting on his phone. I'm like, what's going on? And he's not saying it. He was quiet. I'm like, what's going on? And then that's when I seen Jaden call.
Okay, so you saw Justin texting and he wasn't answering your questions, and then you saw Jaden's car pull up.
Yes.
And you could see Marcus in that car.
Couldn't see, and then when they were driving past, he rolled down the window.
He rolled down the window. This is Jaden's car.
Yes.
What happened next?
I drove off. I had to find my hat on the dress. I had clothes in the back seat. I changed my clothes because I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to have to go through right now. I put on some tennis shoes, some shorts and a t-shirt.
So you left?
Yeah, I left from right there, drove off, went up the street. I made a left up at the corner, changed real quick. I'm talking to him, he like, oh, you might have to fight. I'm like, all right, whatever. We pulled back up to the house.
Okay, let's pause just right there. So when you left, Mr. Brown's still in the car with you?
Yes,
And where was Jaden as you were leaving?
Jaden pulled up to Mr. Marcus' baby mother's house. She lives right at the corner, right behind Justin.
Okay, so this is one of her residences or someplace?
That's the mother of the child, the mother of his baby mom. So
We're talking about Jaden,
no, Marcus' child's mother.
Marcus Child's mother. Let's see here.
So this is another woman?
Yes,
Okay, and Jaden parked at that residence?
yes.
And that residence is near this 1424 address?
Let
Is it on
me-
this-
I'm getting just a little bit confused. Let me just clear it up. Jaden is Justin Brown's child.
Baby mother,
Big-
yes.
Okay. And then what was the name of Mark? Do you know the Marcus?
No,
Child?
I don't know her.
Oh, okay.
I
Sounds
don't
good.
know her.
Okay.
So they were there, they were still there when you left? They didn't follow you?
They didn't follow me.
Okay. And you said you had changed clothes and then what did you want to do after you changed clothes?
After I changed clothes, I'm talking to Justin, we're actually arguing at the time. I'm like, what the hell you got me into? What is going on? Then we pulled back up to the house. There's a white Impala, beat down Impala, pulls behind me. That car started chasing me. Then we went to the gas station over going down. I think that's like Martin. I don't even know the streets over there, but it's a gas station over there by the MPA. We go over there, the car stopped chasing me. And then we got, I made a call. I made a call to my homegirl. And I'm like, I think I need y'all over here right now. And we got back to the house. Marcus and Justin were about to fight. Marcus hopped out the car, we out of Jaden's car again.
Okay, okay, you're doing great so far, but I just want to make sure the record is clear. So let's back up just a little bit. When you left the house and Jaden stayed behind, he changed clothes and then came back. You said there was another white Impala.
Yeah, white, old, it's like old, beat down Impala.
It pulled up behind you. So I think you said you decided to leave again.
Yes, I left again.
Okay,
Went to the
and
gas station.
it looked like that car followed you?
Yes,
And then you said when you pulled into the gas station, it stopped following.
yes,
Did you see that car again later on that day?
no,
Okay. Obviously, you're very, very nervous at this point. So then you said you went back to the house. This would be the third time you're arriving at the house after 3 p.m.
yes, but I'm not alone.
And you still have Mr. Brown with you?
Yes, I had Mr. Brown and I had 2 other people that I'm not gonna state their name. They were with 2 females.
Okay. Did they show up at the house at the same time as you, or did they meet you at the gas station?
No, they met me at the house.
Okay, so did you guys arrive at the same time then?
Like they were like 2 minutes behind me.
Okay, so now it's you, Mr. Brown, and then 2 female friends
Yes.
that joined you there. Okay, so what happens next?
Before the 2 female friends got there, Jaden pulled right back up. Mr. Marcus, he hopped out the car. And Justin got out the car. I'm parked at the corner, like across from the house, his dad's house. And they were supposed to fight. I think Justin swung on Marcus and then Marcus swung back. Then his baby mother and another lady, a Caucasian woman, came down the street. I hopped out the car. Then when I hopped out the car, all I heard was his baby mama, "Oh, you too big for me to fight. You too big." I was like, "Oh, okay. I got somebody for you then."
So was she saying that to you?
Yeah, she was saying it to me.
Okay,
And I was like, "Okay, I'm too big for you to fight. Got somebody." My homegirl pulled up, they hopped out the car. Marcus, he was like, "Oh, nobody's about to fight her. Nobody's about to fight her." Then they started walking towards his baby mother's house.
okay.
And then that's when we all got in the car. Justin made a call to his homeboy.
So you got back into your car?
Yeah, I got back in my car.
And then Justin got in the car with you?
Justin got in the car with me,
Okay,
and my 2 friends, they got in the car, they left. I told them park somewhere else, like just stay there, like park somewhere else.
And just to be clear, so at this time then, was Jaden present?
Jaden was still around in the area.
Was she in her car or was she on
She
foot?
was in her car. She did not get out her car one time.
And then you said Marcus left. Did he get in the car with Jaden?
He walked down the street to his baby mother's house.
Okay. So he left and then now you're in your car. What happens next?
We pulled off and then Justin's like, please go back to my dad's house. Like turned around, his other friends were just behind us. Then we see Marcus in the car with Sadie's Cooks. Sadie's Cooks is Justin Brown first child.
Okay, and do you know Sadie Cook?
Yes,
How long have you known Sadie
I've
Cook?
been knowing Sadie Cook for about 2 years.
Okay. And you know what kind of car she drives?
Yeah, she drives like a purple Jeep.
Okay, so
You got a purple what?
A purple Jeep.
so when you saw, and is that the car that she was in when you saw her with Marcus?
Yes,
Okay, so when you saw that vehicle, you recognized it from your experience in
Yes.
knowing Ms. Cook. All right. So you see the Jeep pull up, Sadie's in it, and then Marcus Hughes is also in that.
yes,
And where are you at this time?
in my vehicle. We
Okay.
pulled up back, we pulled right back up to Justin's dad's house. So it's
And where at his dad's house are you? Are you in the street in the driveway?
In the front. It's no driveway. It's just like the street and then drive. So like right in front of the house.
Okay, so you're parked like up against the curb,
Yeah,
and then where is Sadie's Jeep?
right on the side, like in front, like not too far from my,
So like the fronts of your vehicles are facing each other,
yes.
and you say not too far.
Not the front, my front, her back and her vehicle is straight to my front.
I see. Okay, and so the back of her vehicle is a little bit in the road, whereas you're parked up against the curb.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes,
Okay. And then you recognize this as Sadie's vehicle. Do you see Sadie in the vehicle?
yes,
And where is she in the vehicle?
she's in the driver's seat.
Okay. And you saw Marcus Hughes in the vehicle?
Yes,
And where was he seated?
she's in the passenger.
All right, so at this point, what do you do next?
Justin walked up to the car, I get out the car. Justin tells his homeboy to stay in his vehicle. I'm walking up to the car with Justin because I see Sadie, so I'm thinking I'm about to fight Sadie at this point. I see Marcus say something to Sadie, Sadie's handing him the gun. Marcus,
So let's pause right there. So you say Justin got out of the car and then you got out of the car
yes,
and you're approaching this Jeep, which is parked, or I should say is stopped directly in front of your car.
yes,
So when you get out of your vehicle, where are you standing?
I'm standing like close to her back door on the passenger, like literally not far. from her.
Okay. And then in relation to your vehicle, where are you standing?
In front of my vehicle, 'cause it's like their vehicle is right here, and my vehicle is like right here.
Okay.
So,
So you're standing in the front of your vehicle, and at the same time, where you are in relation to her vehicle, you indicated the back passenger door.
yes,
And then where's Mr. Brown standing?
and he's standing like right in front of the passenger door. They're arguing back and forth with each other.
Standing right in front of the passenger door, so in front of you.
Yeah,
Okay. And he's arguing with Mr. Hughes?
yes,
So is the window to that vehicle down?
yes,
And you can hear them speaking?
yeah, they're like going back and forth.
Now you said you,
They were like basically yelling at each other, and then I just know Brown was like, get out the car, and Marcus didn't get out. That's fine.
okay. And you mentioned something about a gun.
Yes,
And you said you saw Marcus say something to Sadie.
yes,
Could you hear him speaking to Sadie?
yeah, I believe I heard him your gun and Sadie and him the gun, and then that's when Marcus shot me.
You heard him say something about a gun?
Yes,
And could you see from where you were standing, where the gun came from?
yes,
What did you see?
Sadie's hand her gun to Marcus.
So you saw her pick up a gun.
Mhm.
Was it in her lap? Was it in the door? Do you remember
I
how?
didn't see if it was in her lap or in the door, but I seen her hand it to him. It possibly was in her lap.
You just don't know where it came from?
Yeah, I didn't know where it came from, because I know it came from her hands to him.
And you saw that?
Yes.
Could you describe the gun?
It was black. I don't,
Was it a long gun, a
no,
small
it's not a
gun,
long gun, it's like a short gun.
like a pistol?
Yeah.
So it's a pistol and it's black and that's all you can describe? Fair enough. So you see Marcus take the gun from Sadie?
Yes,
Do you remember whether it was with his left hand, right hand?
no.
Okay. What happens after he takes the gun? from Sadie?
He shot the gun, I don't know he wasn't aiming towards me, it was towards Justin, but he can't shoot. While he's shooting sideways like this. And while he's shooting, one bullet went past me into my car, and while Justin's running, one hit him.
Okay, so for the record, you had indicated that your right arm is sticking out and then you were.
I don't know
you were
if it's
bending it,
right or left.
But you saw an arm
Yes.
stick out and your wrist was kind of pointed back.
Yes.
Okay. So when the gun appears, what's Mr. Brown do?
We like stood there shocked at first, like, you ain't about to shoot me. We get in,
Did he run?
and then he started running once he heard the first.
In which direction did he run?
He ran toward the back of us, so,
So he ran past you?
yeah, like, he ran past me. He got on
Sure.
his left key there.
And how many times do you, if you remember, how many times did you hear the
I
gun
believe
fire?
it was like probably about 4 or 5.
4 or 5 times?
Yes.
And while the gun is shooting, Mr. Brown runs past you. Did you, and I know you indicated it looks like the gun is pointed toward Mr. Brown, but from where you were standing, and as Mr. Brown runs past you, did you happen to notice any bullets
A
come,
bullet flew past me and went into my vehicle.
went into your vehicle?
Yes,
On which side of you do you recall?
it was right.
On the right side of you?
Yes,
So as you're facing the back of Sadie's vehicle, a bullet hits the front of your vehicle on the right side of you.
yes.
What did you do?
I was like in a stoplight, like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you try to get out of the way?
I did move to the side, but it went down. That was
Were you afraid that the bullets were going to hit you based on where you were
bad.
standing?
Of course, anybody's gonna be afraid that the bullet's gonna hit them.
And what I mean though is that from where you were standing, it looked like you were in imminent danger of being struck by a bullet that was being fired in your direction.
Yes,
And then I think you indicated you saw Mr. Brown get hit.
yes. He got hit in the leg and started running. He ran towards the gas station.
Okay, and you saw him get hit?
Yes.
Could you tell how many times he was struck?
You know, I only saw the blood.
Okay.
Blood. It was on.
After you saw Marcus fire the gun, I think you said 4 to 5 times, what happened next?
He left, they left, Sadie's and them left. Told about it.
I can't hear what you said, Sadie's and who?
Sadie's and Marcus left.
And Marcus never got out of the vehicle,
No, he never.
so say they left in the same vehicle together. Did you see them again that day?
No.
Did you go anywhere after that?
I drove down to the gas station, seen that my car was leaking a lot of fluid and stuff. Met Justin at that gas station, tried to get Justin to the hospital. He was like, no. Took him to my house. Mom came down. She's like, nah, you gotta go to the hospital. So, we went to the hospital.
And did you ever speak to the police that day?
Yes,
Do you remember when the first time you saw the police was
at the hospital.
at the hospital? And did you give them a statement at the hospital about what
Yes, I
happened?
did.
And forgive me, I think I already asked this, but that address on, I should say, I can't remember if I already asked this, but that address on William Street, Mr. Brown's father's address, is that in the city of Lansing?
Yes,
That's the county of Hingham?
yes.
Everyone, thank you very much for your testimony. I have no further questions at this time. The defense attorney can ask questions.
Okay. Justin Rogers, your ex, is that correct?
Yes.
About what time did you break up or not? Have a
We
relation
broke
with him?
up around July because the things that I have seen in his phone, I do not play about talking about raping people's daughter or anything. I felt bad for Marcus' child. I didn't know the situation. When I seen it about Justin talking about gang raping his daughter, that's a no-go. I have a daughter myself. So, and then seeing that Justin was sleeping around with his baby mother, I don't do all the cheating. I'm too grown for it. It was just too much. So I broke up, we separated from it.
Let me just get clear. When you say, because there's been so much back and forth about baby moms, so I don't know how many there are in this scenario. You say Justin was sleeping with the defendant's baby's mother?
Yes,
Okay.
Justin was messing around with the defendant's baby. I think,
Because that's,
I believe that's how everything began and started. They were,
is this the lady you don't know the name of?
no, yeah. I
Okay,
don't know
but-
her.
But then Sadie's Cooks is Justin's baby mom.
Yes, his first baby mother.
Okay, but she arrived with Mr.
No, that was Jaden. Jaden Pavolian is Justin's baby mother as well. He arrived with him.
She arrived with the defendant. Okay, got it.
So, clear. Is your understanding that both Marcus and Justin have children with the same?
They don't
same
have
woman?
children with the same woman. They are, Justin was just messing with his baby mother.
Okay. Are you aware of where Marcus's child lived?
No, not until that day.
Okay, and so you found out that day, and where did you find that child lived?
Justin. Where did I find out she lived?
That Marcus's child lived,
I found out by Justin.
but
Where, when,
where?
where? I don't know the address. I know it's around the corner from Justin.
So it's in the same neighborhood,
Yes.
correct? In fact, it would be maybe just a couple houses away.
Well, you cut her off around the corner from Justin's house. I thought Justin didn't have a house.
Justin Brown lives at that one for.
Oh, his dad's house.
Yeah, his dad.
Okay, so this would be tough. So Marcus's child lived around the corner from Justin Brown's father's home. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, and as far as you knew, Justin sent a text message or some other printed message that he was going to rape Marcus's child. Is that correct?
yes.
All right. And did you presume it was the child that just lived around the corner?
Yeah.
And so we're clear, so the record is clear. Raping Marcus's child was not just something Justin said, it was something he actually printed, something that was on his phone sent to Marcus, correct?
Didn't I say that?
Yes, I just want to be clear and I'll keep going. Okay. You had indicated that you were able to identify Marcus from from the photo that was appeared on Justin's phone.
Yes,
Okay, had you ever seen Marcus before?
no,
How much before the date in question did you see the image on the phone?
that on the 17th, that was the first time you seen. that
So
image.
you saw the image of that day and then you saw Marcus in the flesh the following day? Okay. But you hadn't seen him, you had no prior contact with him, correct?
Yes, I don't know.
I'm gonna back up. How long had you had a relationship with Marcus before the events of this, of June 18th, 17th,
I
18th?
just said I don't know the young.
I'm
I
sorry.
just told you I don't know Marcus.
No. Did I say Marcus? I'm sorry.
Yes,
how long did you have a relationship with Justin Brown prior to the events of
I've
June
been knowing
17th?
Justin Brown before I moved here from California. So we was friends before I moved out here.
Okay, but when did you actually have a relationship? Did you reside?
I moved out here last year, December. That's when we had our relationship.
Okay, did the relationship include the two of you residing at the same place?
No, he never lived with me. He stayed the night a couple times back and forth.
Okay. So the start of your relationship was what, months before this all happened?
Yes.
Okay. Move on. On how many different occasions, well, look, were you with Justin Brown pretty much the entire day of the 18th?
No, I was at work during the morning. I worked from 7:30 to about 2:30.
7:30 to
About
2:30.
1:30
And so where did you go when you left from work?
home.
Okay, and was Justin there?
Yes.
Okay, and about what time did you arrive? Maybe 3?
I worked literally at that time. I was working right next door to my house, so I was home in the next 1 minute.
You described, I think, which is a kind of confusing set of confrontations between Marcus and Justin and other persons that day. Would you agree?
What do you mean?
Well, there were
Clear.
multiple occasions when Marcus and Justin interacted that day.
I believe so, I guess. I don't know because I wasn't in the phone until, I didn't see all the messages until I got to the hospital and had this.
You gave a statement at the hospital, correct?
Yes,
And you gave a statement to the police at some occasion near this event, correct?
yes,
Okay. And would you say that your memory is better then than it is today?
yeah, it happened almost like what? It happened in June.
Okay. So a lot of the things that you testified today, should they be in those statements?
Yes,
Okay.
other than the gang rape and the baby.
Mhm.
Yes, other than that, because I didn't see that until I got home. After I gave.
Let's go to the near the time of the shooting to try to clarify this. When did you tell Justin you might have to fight?
When I just told you, it's the first time he pulled off, when I changed my clothes, I told you,
Okay.
like I told him.
And what prompted you to say to Justin that he would have to fight Marcus?
Wait, say that again?
What prompted you to tell Justin that he
I never prompted Justin to, I never even told Justin he was gonna have to fight, Marcus. Justin said that himself.
So Justin said he might have to fight.
Yes,
Okay, that's fine. Did you tell the police in either your statement that there was a time that you needed to call some homegirls?
yes, you just heard me say that to him.
Is that in some of your statements to the police?
Read it, look for it.
I
You have
have.
to answer the question.
Okay, and why did you call some homegirls?
Because I'm not about to give you up. I'm not from out here. I'm from California. I don't know nobody out here.
Did anyone threaten you that day?
I had a vehicle chase me. So what?
Okay,
What
did you
was I
know who
supposed to
was
do?
chasing you?
No, I don't.
Okay. Did anybody make any oral threats to you?
No.
Did anybody send you any text messages or any other social media messages threatening you?
Yes, he has the message. It was after the shooting.
Okay, but anything you received after the shooting wouldn't have caused you to call your homegirls, would it? Because
No,
it hadn't
it
occurred
didn't.
yet.
It didn't. I was just being prepared.
So you were prepared to what, have to defend yourself?
Yes.
Okay. have you formed any opinion as to why you might have to defend yourself?
Because I'm an African-American girl and I'm gonna sit there and make sure I'm prepared for anything that's coming my way, not
Okay.
knowing none of these people out here.
We're, okay. Um, When in the description of the events 18th, did the homegirls arrive?
When I called them,
It was prior to the shooting, correct?
before the shooting,
And they left after, prior to the shooting?
and they left after. They
Okay,
were
and-
parked far away.
And was there a confrontation with these homegirls and Marcus and either Jaden or Sadie?
It was, yes, it was. When his baby mother said, "You're too big for me to fight you," then that's when my homegirls got out. Well, before that, I told her, okay, then I called.
You have to stop. When you said his baby mama, we've had testimony about a variety of baby mamas. Who's his baby
Marcus'
mama?
baby mother.
Okay. And that was not Jaden or Sadie, was it?
No, them are not his baby mothers.
Because that was a third person.
Yes,
Okay. And where did this confrontation take place?
in front of, right there at the corner in front of Justin's house. Justin's
Okay.
father.
And do you know if the baby mother, the third person whose name you don't know, does she live around the corner from Justin's
Yes.
father's house? So she's in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
Okay. And tell me, I hate to ask you an open question, tell me more about this confrontation.
I basically said it. I got out the car. She said she didn't want to fight me. Called my two homegirls. They pulled right up. And Marcus Hughes is standing in front of his baby mama protecting her from getting caught. And Justin like on the side. It's just a lot of arguing. It didn't happen. Nobody touched anybody right there. We all left.
Did you form any opinion as to why this baby mama would say, I'm not fixing to fight you?
He's about 100 and something pounds. I'm about 200.
Okay, you'd never had an interaction with her
No,
before, correct?
never.
All right, and so what in your opinion caused this antagonism between someone that you had never seen before and maybe had never seen you
Because at the
before?
end of the day, at the time, I'm protecting my boyfriend. I see it's a female out there and him out there. I'm not knowing what's going on, so protecting my boyfriend at the time.
Did she make any threats towards Justin?
She was out there yelling and screaming and doing all type of bitches and hoes and all type of cussing, so thought she wanted that. So
Did she make any threatening gestures?
I just said what I just said.
You said that she was cussing.
You're asking me the same question again, and I just said it, and I'm not gonna repeat
Well,
myself.
no, first of all, you will repeat yourself if there's a question and there's not been an objection to ask and answer. Repeat the question.
Did she demonstrate anything towards a physical act to harm you?
No.
She was just yelling, right?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes,
Okay, and you had already said that you were far bigger than her, correct?
yes, sir.
So why did you need your homegirls?
Objection at this point.
You want me- let him do the objection, please.
So at this point, I'm trying to keep up with the relevance to the interaction between.
What is the relevance?
This is a lot of,
Well, I don't know whether, I agree. What is the relevance to this line of question?
This-
She's not a defendant.
I'll be honest with you, this is this, for me, is pure discovery because this incident, which immediately preceded the alleged attack and is relevant to whether there's a possible self-defense claim, does not appear anywhere in discovery. And so I'm
Whether
just
a
finding out,
valid self-defense claim for your client?
correct.
Okay,
I want some back.
how is her interaction or alleged interaction with another person who's not here today or that being defended by you, how is that relevant to your client's self-defense? We've not asked any questions about the alleged victim in this matter and your client. You're asking her about why she called homegirls, which we don't even know homegirls' names. How is it relevant?
Because their presence there, and she testified that my client was present with this girl. And so this is a heightening of tensions in there. This is clearly an escalating situation that's going out of control.
I agree. This
And
is an
so
escalating
there's a-
situation at the alleged victim's family's house. Correct?
But around the corner from.
Are they
where
around the
thing-
corner or at this time, are they at the alleged victim's father's house?
We're in front of the father's house, right at the corner.
Okay.
I'll-
Objection
His house is
sustained.
in the
Yeah.
corner.
That's okay. I think I've gotten the answers I wanted here, and I can move on. So you believe that you told the police about this incident? correct? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. You indicated, I think you testified, there was a time you saw Marcus and Sadie Cook's car, correct?
Yes.
Did you see Marcus in any other vehicle immediately prior to that?
Yes, Jaden's,
Okay,
Jaden Pavonian.
okay. And did he get out of that vehicle?
Yes,
Okay. Where were you at the time?
in my vehicle,
Okay, and where was Justin at the time?
in my vehicle.
And was there any interaction between Marcus and Justice at that time?
I guess they were texting. I can't tell. I don't know who.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'll narrow it. Were they yelling or talking to each other at all? That you could tell. And what was the distance between you and Justin's location in Jaden Pavona's car?
I was in front of Justin's house, but Romeo's car is driving, so the street is Justin's house is like this. And there's another street right here where you can just drive. Like he's going towards his baby mother's house.
Okay.
Let
And
me
then,
just stop you. I just need some clarity because baby mama stuff throw me off. And you asked a question about Marcus being in the vehicle with Sadie Cooks.
That's his first baby mother.
That's Justin's first baby mom?
Yes.
And then Jaden
Pavonian is Justin's second baby mother.
okay. So Marcus was seen the same day in two separate baby mama's cars.
Yeah,
In front of okay. And then when you said down the street at the baby mama, which baby mama are we talking about here?
that's Marcus' baby brothers.
Okay, so Marcus' baby's mother lived down the street from Justin's father's house.
and if I can, so the record is clear. Marcus was with Sadie Cook, and Sadie Cook has a baby by Justin, is that correct?
Yes,
And Marcus was in Jaden Pavona's car, and Jaden has a baby by Justin Brown also, correct?
yes,
And the third baby mama apparently just has a child with Marcus and doesn't have any real connection to Justin. That you know of, correct?
yes.
Okay. I think that helps
Thank
the
you.
record. And so there was a time you saw that Justin exited Jaden's vehicle?
You said Justin exiting.
Or, yeah. Marcus exited Jaden Pavona's vehicle, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and where did that vehicle go?
Jaden parked down the street.
It was still in the area?
Yes,
And then there was a time that Marcus got into Sadie Cook's vehicle.
yes.
Was Sadie Cook's vehicle, did it come at the same time as Jaden's or behind or in front of Jaden's, or how did that happen?
I don't know how that part happened. How I didn't even know. Honestly, it's a mess. Like I guess he flipped flopping from both baby mamas. I guess I don't know. He got out of one baby mama car and got in the next baby mama car.
Okay, and so the record's clear is you're referring to Marcus, correct?
You said my friend?
when you say he got into, out of one baby mama's car and into another baby mama's car, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and these are not baby mamas of his children, but of Justin's children.
yes,
Okay. And I think you have said they got into the passenger seat of
yes.
Sadie Cook's car. At what distance away were you? Were you in a vehicle or outside at this time?
In the vehicle.
You were in a vehicle. Were you parked in front of Justin's dad's house?
But when he got in the car with Sadie, I
Yes.
don't know when he got in the car with her.
You didn't see him get in the car?
No, I didn't see him get in the car with Sadie's cookies. I never once said I seen him get in the car with Sadie's cookies.
Okay, so you saw him in the car, but
I
you didn't
seen
see him
the
get
car.
in?
Yes,
Okay. So I need to explore this. You did see Jaden Pavona's car drive away,
mhm.
correct?
After he was already out the car. out of the
Okay.
vehicle.
And you did not see him get into Sadie Cook's car, correct?
No, I did not.
So Sadie Cook's car would have had to come a little bit later than Jaden's, right?
Yes,
Otherwise, you would have seen it because you saw him get out of Jaden's car.
yes,
Okay. I know you testified to, but this is, this is a confusing situation. Where in relationship was Sadie's Cook car to you and your car and Justin at the time that you saw, at the first time that you saw Marcus in Sadie's car?
in front of Justin's father's house. She was parked in front of me and I was parked in behind.
Okay. All right, so it wasn't nose to nose car, it was the back end of her car to the front of your car.
Yes,
Okay. And was it at that time that a window got rolled down?
yes,
Who rolled the window down?
Marcus.
Marcus. Okay, did Justin get out of your vehicle?
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I mean, I would have took my word.
Okay, we can go off the record. You need some water, ma'am?
No,
We're back on the record.
Did Justin get out of the car at the time that the Marcus rolled his window down?
Yeah. What incident you talking about when they were fighting? or-
I'm talking, you know, we're
The
now at the
shooting.
time immediately prior to the shooting in which your car and Sadie Cook's car are her, she's in front of you. Okay. And where did Marcus go?
Marcus was still in the vehicle,
Where did Justin go?
in front of the vehicle, in front, on the side of the vehicle, on the passenger side.
Which vehicle?
Safety.
And in front of Sadie's vehicle. So if you could estimate, how close was he to Marcus at that point?
Not too close.
Well, for example, I think you and I are about
Like right
maybe
here.
8 feet. Would it be about the distance
A
that you and
little
I are?
closer.
Pardon?
A little
So
closer.
they're actually a little closer, more like maybe 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah.
And what, they're yelling at each other?
Mhm.
And like most people, when they yell, were they both yelling at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. So could you make out distinct words? And I don't want you to repeat them, but could you make out any distinct words?
No, it was just so much yelling.
Okay. And you were in the, so did you have a clear line of sight to both Justin and Marcus?
Yes.
Okay, because you were in the front seat, correct? And they were
I'm
ahead of
sorry,
you.
I'm out the vehicle.
Oh, you're out of the vehicle at this
Yes.
point. Oh, okay. Where were you standing?
And on like the side, like the Western vehicle. Like right behind the, right by the passenger that side.
Of Sadie's vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, so you're next to Sadie's vehicle on one side, and Mark and Justin, excuse me, is on the vehicle yelling Marcus on the other side, correct?
The same side. We're standing on the same
Okay.
side.
All right. And you indicated that you heard Sadie and Marcus discuss something in their car about getting a gun?
Yes,
Okay, and you're clear about that?
yes.
Okay. And did your point from where you're standing allow you to see Sadie and the firearm to Marcus?
Yes.
Okay. It wasn't a situation where Marcus reached down and grabbed it?
He didn't grab it from her. She literally handed him the gun.
Okay, and did you hear her say anything? And you can't
No.
tell me what it is, but, okay. And shortly after that, you heard the firing and saw the firing?
Yes.
Okay. And you were on the driver's side or the passenger side?
I'm on the passenger side.
Okay.
Let's say these kids.
You're on the passenger side, so you're on the same side of the car as the open window with Marcus?
Yes.
Okay. And you indicated that he didn't point at you, he was just what, firing wildly, is in your
Yes.
opinion? Okay. Because you couldn't make out, you could hear yelling, but you couldn't go. You don't know whether or not Justin threatened Marcus or not, do you?
No.
Have you ever seen, in your experience, have you ever seen Justin with a firearm?
No.
Okay. Do you ever have seen him with a knife? Okay.
It's fine.
And during your relationship, were you with him each day?
Yes. Doesn't get me anywhere.
Just briefly, just as a matter of making sure that the record is clear, all of the stuff that happened just prior to the shooting, certainly things were escalating, but I don't recall hearing you say that anybody punched anybody or attacked anybody. Did you see anything like that happen?
Justin hit, when Marcus got out of Jaden's car, Justin did punch Marcus, and Marcus punched him back. It was like a little fight.
That was when he got out of Jaden's car?
Yes.
Okay. And then you had left after that, right?
Yeah, no, he didn't leave after that. That's when my home was.
Okay.
They had escalated with the baby while there.
But in escalation, this was just people shouting at each other, correct?
Yeah.
Apart from Justin and Marcus throwing hands a little bit when he first got out of Jaden's car, there was no other physical contact.
No.
And I think, to be clear, you didn't have a gun, did you?
No.
Your friends that showed up, they didn't bring a gun.
No. Yeah.
When Justin was yelling at Marcus at the window of Sadie's vehicle, Justin didn't have a gun or a knife or anything. Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Can this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You may be excused.
I think the people will rest with that testimony.
Defense calling any witnesses?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Argument.
Thank you, Your Honor. Obviously, the people would be requesting that this be bound over to the circuit court as charged. With respect to counts 1 and 2, people have a responsibility of presenting evidence that first, the defendant tried to physically injure another person. In this case, the testimony established that the day prior to this incident, on June 17th, a photo of the defendant was sent to one of the victims, Justin Brown, of the defendant standing in front of Justin Brown's father's house. Obviously, the nature of the photograph is a threat of some nature to that particular victim. On this day in question,
So obviously the nature of the photograph is?
it's a threatening photograph. It's the defendant standing in front of the victim's father's house, where the victim is known to at least visit, or if not at some time in his life, would sometimes reside. And then on the 18th, of course, when they do go to that residence, the defendant is present. And then after a series of escalations, the defendant produces a handgun after telling the person that he's there with to give me the gun, points the gun outside the window, and fires it at Justin Brown. This is a clear indication that the defendant tried to injure Justin Brown. Second, that when the defendant committed the assault, he had the ability to cause an injury, or at least believed that he had the ability. And surely, in discharging a firearm at an individual, the defendant believed that he had the ability or was intending to cause injury to Mr. Brown. And third, that the defendant intended to kill that person. Certainly, by discharging a firearm at an individual, you either intend to kill that person or are acting in such disregard for that person's safety, because an injury certainly can lead to death if you are hit by a firearm. This is common knowledge. With respect to count 2, Ms. Kalima Abdul Khalik testified that she was standing in front of her vehicle while the gun was being fired at Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown understandably tried to run, and as at the time he was running, the testimony established that the defendant continued to fire at Mr. Brown, at one point hitting him, but as Mr. Brown ran, he ran past Ms. Abdul Khalik, and a round struck very close to her on the front of her vehicle. This would certainly be an instance of transferred intent. Ms. Abdul Khalik was in the line of fire of the gun. Therefore, with respect to count 2, all the elements established in count 1 would transfer as well to Ms. Kalima Abdul Khalik. With respect to count 3, discharge from a vehicle causing injury. First, people would have to show evidence that the defendant discharged a firearm. The testimony clearly established that Marcus reached out the window with a firearm and discharged it at Mr. Brown and Ms. Abdul Khalik. Second, that he did so intentionally. The manner in which the defendants described to discharge the firearm clearly indicates that it was intentional. And just prior to him shooting the firearm, the testimony establishes that he looked at the person in the vehicle with him and requested the gun, indicating an intent to discharge that gun. Third, that he did so from a vehicle. The testimony identified that he was in the passenger seat of Miss Sadie Cook's vehicle at the time he discharged that firearm. And fourth, that he discharged the firearm in a way that caused physical injury to Mr. Justin Brown as a result of discharging that firearm. Next, with respect to count 4, weapons, firearm possession by a prohibited person, the party stipulated prior to the beginning of the exam that Mr. Hughes has previously been convicted of a felony. Therefore, he is ineligible to handle a firearm. And the testimony in this case established that Mr. Hughes was within arm's reach of a firearm on June 18th, requested that the hot firearm be handed to him, took the firearm from another person, pointed that firearm at another person and discharged the firearm. So I believe that there is probable cause to support count 4, possession by a prohibited person. Counts 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the intended felony firearms, each one attached to counts 1 through 4. Therefore, Your Honor, based on the testimony presented today, the people would ask that this case be sent to the circuit court as charged in counts 1 through 8. Thank you.
Mr. Silverthorne.
Yes, this is my want. This is a one witness, a lay witness, a little over an hour is all, so I'll leave it to the court's discretion. I'm going to, of course, generally oppose the bind over on all counts. And I'm going to add the one exhibit that was the photo. Maybe I didn't see it properly, but it looked like he was just giving him a double flipping the bird. I think it's probably obnoxious. It's insulting, but I've never heard it as being threatening. It wouldn't be safe for, like, example, as threatening as threatening to gang rape a baby.
Any re-arguments?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Stay with state set for preliminary examination. The burden is squarely upon the prosecution to establish that they have sufficient probable cause that a crime was committed and probable cause sufficient to charge you, Mr. Hughes, as the person who committed the felonies. And I have here again a 8 felony count complaint and 1 count or 2 counts of being with assault intent to murder. But you've been charged, sir, as an habitual offender, 4th offense notice. So you're facing life. It's a very serious matter. Do you see me talking to you?
I hear you.
Do you see me? That's why I said see. Because I recognize you have a large cohort of people in the background, you've been a lot occupied with what's going on behind you during this examination. And it's nice to have family support, but your life is on the line.
Cannot be.
No.
Sit here and let them
What you can do now is listen. Well, and you can be attentive. And you need to be attentive to what's going on up here and not so much attentive to what's going on back there right now. Do you understand that? Do you understand? That's a question. It's yes or no.
Well, that's my family. I don't
Did
get
you
to see
understand?
them. Like,
Did you-
I don't know what you
No, did you
mean.
understand? What did I say about right now?
Marcus.
You need to be attentive. You need to be attentive with what's going on here right now, okay? This is very serious. And I'm going to explain some things to you. There's 2 counts of assault with intent to murder, one being upon a Justin Brown and the other upon a Kalima Abdul Khalid. And then felony firearms and habitual offender notice. The court has the responsibility of listening and finding a very low burden on this at this stage. It's just more than mere suspicion. This is not a trial. They don't have to prove your guilt here. That's not what today is for. This is whether or not there's probable cause. So a little more than mere suspicion is what I need to look for, that these allegations took place. Your attorney asked a line of questions. My understanding is that his questions were being asked for the purpose of trying to flesh out and discover or understand if there's a possibility of future defenses for you. Those defenses are not for you to necessarily be applied today, but likely if this matter were to continue at a future date. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, I'm sorry?
I want him to say yes, Your Honor, or yes, ma'am.
Well, he's rocking. I noticed the entire time his energy. I can't discount that he's nervous, anxious, that a lot's going on. Even when he wanted to talk to you, he jumped up. His life is on the line. This is serious.
Oh, no doubt.
And even the allegations, it's not my child, but the allegations that statement was made about his child has got to be troubling. And I've heard it too many times for me today. I'm not even going to repeat it anymore. It's the entire ordeal that I heard today, outside of confusion, is disgusting on every single person's part that's alleged to have been involved. Not just the people who are not here today, not just the people who were here. Every single individual allegedly involved in this scenario disturbed me, to say the least. That here back on June 18th, allegations 2024, the day before Juneteenth. I say that because someone made a comment on my stand about being a Black woman. I'm a Black woman. I don't carry myself like that. So that answer, I don't have a clue how this behavior is predicated by the fact that you're a Black woman in America. To the contrary, what we should have been doing on the 18th is not trying to engage in felonious activity. That's what we shouldn't have been doing. Nonetheless, on the 18th, I have allegations that at the area of 1424 William Street, City of Lansing, Ingham County, making video in this court appropriate, that parties were, the witness, that is, testified that she and her now ex-boyfriend were supposedly going to that address, which is where he stays sometimes, but that they could not make the trip the day before because there was a message that was received, and she testified that she had visualized this message herself, that the person identified in People's Exhibit 1, also identified in court as Marcus Hughes, was sitting outside or standing in front of the father's house. There's a picture in Exhibit 1. It depicts someone who looks just like the defendant here, with a hoodie on his head. Like you said, Mr. Silverthorne, throwing his middle finger up twice. But if I were to consider this in totality, this is in front of the home or address that the alleged victim of the shooting lives at or resides in. And it looks like this picture is intentionally being taken by someone else and then sent. This is not a picture of off someone's home surveillance camera. This was intentional, like intentionally posted in someone's area for the purposes of sending some message. Now, I don't know what the message was that was being sent, but it sounds like there had been a history of some negative messages going back and forth, and I don't even know the nature of the alleged threat as to Mr. Hughes's child, or whether this was a viable threat. But a threat of that kind should not be taken as anything other than a viable threat, especially considering all the back and forth I heard about babies' moms, and I don't know who's at whose house at what point in time, because I couldn't keep it straight just listening to it. It was a cesspool of ridiculousness. Nonetheless, the 18th, which is the following day after receiving this picture, the parties, the alleged victim and the witness go to the father's house, and then a series of interactions take place. Text messages are exchanged. There was testimony about vehicle being driven by a Jaden, baby mother of Mr. Brown, the alleged victim, who's not here today, coming up, driving by, that Mr. Hughes rolls down his window. And then it sounds like at some point, the parties retreat to a gas station. The witness changes clothes and is told that she might need to fight, that they go back to the area of the house, and she testified also to be her vehicle being chased. She called her homegirls, and then Mr. Hughes returns, I guess, with another individual. At some point during this interaction, there was, I think, a fist fight that must have ensued and taken place. But at this stage in which the actions that led to count 1 and count 2 came, the testimony was that the witness says she heard of the victim and Mr. Hughes arguing, and that she believed she heard Mr. Hughes tell Sadie Cooks, named co-defendant in this matter, to pass a gun, to which she saw the gun, she states, and that the defendant used that gun and discharged rounds from that gun, striking Mr. Brown in the leg. I believe the witness said her vehicle was struck. She testified specifically that she does not believe that Mr. Hughes was attempting to strike her, and that Mr. Hughes, for lack of better way to describe it, might need to, if eligible to ever handle a firearm, might need to take some shooting classes. And so the court has to look at the elements to see if there's more than mere suspicion as to count 1 of assault with intent to murder. I tend to agree with you, Mr. Silverthorne, as it relates to the nature of the picture and what or how threatening that means. I don't know what taking a picture of yourself in front of someone's house with 2 double middle fingers up mean, other than double F you. This is the only thing I can imagine that means. But I don't know what else was said in those messages. I could imagine that there had to have been more than just a text message out of the blue from the alleged victim of the shooting, that he was going to do something heinous to Mr. Hughes' child, and then just this text message came. Something else I would imagine must have happened. I don't know what it was. That's not for me to find out. Nonetheless, I can't look at this and say that this means that I'm going to kill you, because that's not what that means, or that I intend to kill you. But then I now have to consider the totality of the circumstances. We get this on the 17th allegedly, and then on the 18th, when in the area back at the house, the victim encounters the defendant again, after some text messages exchanged. How the victim and how the defendant knew the victim would be there is beyond my understanding. That information was not brought forth. I recognize that somebody's baby's mother lives around the corner. I don't know if it's within eyeshot or not, and so I can't say that this was a situation where Mr. Hughes was allegedly staking outside the home. It sounds like these people had each other's numbers, or some level of communication was going on. However, the argument is that when the firearm was introduced into a fist fight, that it was done for the purposes or the intent to murder the alleged victim, Justin Brown. The elements of intent to murder is that the defendant tried to physically injure another person. Second, that the defendant committed the assault, or when he committed the assault, he had the ability to cause an injury or believed that he had the ability. And third, that the defendant intended to kill the person he assaulted, and the circumstances did not legally excuse or reduce the crime. So again, that last portion is probably why your attorney was asking the questions he's looking for. to see if there was circumstances that would excuse this, but we don't have that information today. What I have here is that there was a altercation or allegation of an altercation, and that a firearm was introduced by Mr. Hughes for the intent to physically injure Mr. Brown, and that he had the ability, whether his shot was that great or not, allegedly to cause that injury, and that by nature of introducing a firearm in close proximity to try and shoot someone, and probably running through his mind the statements that are made about his child. I would think, taking the totality of circumstances, that there is sufficient probable cause to move count 1 to the circuit court. Count 2 will be dismissed. The reason count 2 will be dismissed is because the witness stated very clearly he had no intention of assaulting or shooting her. Those are 2 elements right there. So we can't move forward with count 2. Count 3, weapons, firearms, discharged from a vehicle causing injury. The testimony was that the window was rolled down, that the witness heard the parties arguing, and that the witness heard the defendant ask Ms. Cook to pass the firearm or the weapon, to which the witness said she saw the weapon and that the weapon was discharged from the vehicle. So that count 3 will be bound over with count 1 to the circuit court. Count 4, weapons, possession by prohibited persons. There was a stipulation to the defendant having a prior criminal history, certified criminal history, and not being eligible to handle a firearm. That will be bound over to the circuit court. Count 5, weapons, felony, firearm, as it relates to count 1, assault intent to murder, will be bound over. Count 6 will be dismissed because I'm dismissing count 2. And then count 7, weapons, felony, firearm, to with the pistol being discharged from a vehicle, will be bound over. And count 8, felony firearm, to with possession of a firearm by prohibited person, will also be bound over. The bind over date is February 26th. That's the date the circuit court gets the file from the district court. That is not the date that you need to appear in court at the circuit court. Do you understand that, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, ma'am.
If your attorney for some reason files a motion to have you rearranged at the circuit court, then you'll appear that day. Otherwise, your next court date will be a pre-trial at the circuit court, and your attorney will be in contact with you about that. Do you have any questions for the court at this time?
No, Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, I'm sorry. I think the court said it. I just missed it. It's just 2 and 6. Is that correct?
Just 2 and 6.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Nothing from the people.
Bond in this matter was set at 100,000 cash surety. There's a no contact order as it relates to Justin Brown and a Kalina Abdul, and a GPS tether requirement. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Oh, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set. Bond will continue.
Your Honor, may I approach and retrieve? the-
Yes, please.
Everybody will be dismissed, just have a seat right now.